Alright. This takes place about a year ago. Early to mid-November, if I recall correctly. It had just started getting cold. We'll attempt to Greentext. Work second shift. Get off at 11 p.m. Get in my car, ready to go home. Turn key. No go. Not even a turnover. Fucking battery. He's dead, Jim. Coworker tries to jump me off, but the battery is pretty old at this point. Get a bit of noise from it, but no turnover, so I'm gonna need a new one. Home is 16 miles away. Work is in the city. Home is practically in the sticks. Thankfully, my dad's house is just about a 2-mile walk. Base dad. Start hoofing it, shivering my ass off. About 20 minutes into my trek, it's about midnight. I tried for quite a while to get my car going. Come across a guy waiting at a bus stop. Somehow it didn't click that the last of the buses have already run. There's no more until morning. I didn't realize this until later. He stops me, asking, "Hey friend, would you happen to have a smoke to spare?" He's polite, clean-shaven, short black hair. Noticed he had brownish eyes, though an odd shade. I've got a knife on me, because street people, so I keep wary of him. I give him a smoke and he starts making small talk. He seems pretty cool, so I decide to take a break and smoke a stogie with him and just talk bullshit. Usual chit-chat, weather, recent movies we've seen, etc. He's a pretty friendly dude. Finish cigarette, hand him 3 more to save, and about to head on my way before he stops me again. "Hey, you seem like the type to smoke. Want to light up? As thanks for the cigarettes." He pulls a decent-sized joint out of his pocket. Fuck yeah, .jpg. Jackpot. He starts walking to an alley between 2 closed businesses, carpet store and something I don't recall. Despite his friendliness, always aware of alleys. Keep one hand near my knife just in case. We light up, pass it back and forth for a few minutes. Don't talk much, so we don't attract attention. He puts it out and hands me the roach. This guy's turning out to be a bro. Him. Phew. Got cotton mouth. I need a drink. Half expected him to pull out a flask at this point, but turns towards me with a smirk and pushes me against the wall with one hand. At this point, I'm thinking he's about to give me a blowy. I'm not a homosexual, and I was about to tell him as much. But he spoke first. "You will not remember this next part," he said in a very firm tone. Not threatening, but commanding. Felt like it echoed in my head, and felt kinda dizzy, almost immediately. About to shit bricks because he's staring me dead in the eyes as he says this. And, surprise, his eyes aren't brown. Motherfucking glowing red. Holy shit. Pull out my knife and he catches it with his other hand. Stops it halfway from flipping out, and deliberately closes it. Bruce Lee Speed.X. His hand is now gripped around mine, with the folded knife in it. Feels like a damn vice grip. Fight or flight mode is kicking in overtime. He hasn't broken eye contact. And those damn things are glowing like small red light bulbs. No color context I know of can do that. I'm a martial artist and pretty damn fast. But he caught my hand like I was moving through syrup. Obviously, I'm an X-File. It's sinking in that this dude is not fucking human. "Come on, man. You don't need that. No one's getting hurt tonight." He said this completely calm, same tone that we had been talking in just a few moments earlier. Still holding my fist, pulls my arm so it's in front of me. Then, in the time it takes to blink, he's got his mouth on my forearm. "Ow, fuck, you... What the fuck?" Stung like a bitch for not even half a second. Pain was gone before I finished saying, fuck. At this point, it's now pretty fucking clear what sort of non-human I've come across. "No fucking way. Are you goddamn serious?" I hear/feel a couple chuckles from him at that point. I'm just sort of stunned at this point. Pinned too, but that's beside the point. He continues like this for maybe a minute, rocking his mouth back and forth a little bit every couple of moments or so. After maybe a minute or two, he pulls his mouth away from my forearm. Look at where he bit. indentions on my skin from his top front 8 or so teeth, but none are breaking the skin, except where the canines were, 2 small drops of blood. Wipe it off. Underneath those small drops, blood is already dried inside the actual punctures. Look back at him. He's still got that smirk on his face. Okay, put your knife back and you can remember again. That echo again. Plus more dizziness. What the fuck was in that joint? I put the knife back into my back pocket. As soon as I do, he speaks again. Good stuff, huh? He asks in his normal conversational tone. Huh? The weed. Pretty good stuff, isn't it? He pulls out one of the cigarettes I gave him and lights it up as he starts walking towards the bus stop again. My mind catches up to what just happened. I just got my blood drank by a fuck-mothering vampire. And he just tried to Jedi mind trick me into not remembering. Yeah, it was. I appreciate it, man. Telling myself, just fucking play along. If he knows I still remember, he might just try to disembowel me or something. Dying wasn't on my agenda for the night after all. Well, it's about time I head home. You take care, and thanks again for the smokes. He starts walking away in the direction that I came from. This is where I belatedly realized the oddness of him waiting at a bus stop. Have a good one, man. Trying really hard to sound normal and natural, I would like to think I did a pretty good job. He looks back and gives me a slightly odd look. Oh, fucking hell. He knows. Fight or flight about to kick into overdrive flight mode. He waves and turns back around after a moment. I turn and continue on my way. Entire walk to Dad's, I keep repeating to myself. What the actual fuck? Get to Dad's place about 30 minutes later. Kept checking my arm every few minutes on the way there. Marks are completely gone by the time I get there. No trace at all. Go inside. Dad's all, "Hey, son, want a drink?" I didn't mention earlier. He was already drunk a few hours earlier, hence why he couldn't just pick me up. Tell him about the walk and that the cold wore me out. I just want to go to sleep. Stay up a while, just going over what had happened. Some amateur logical deduction is how I came to the conclusions that I stated. The bite didn't get infected, or even irritated in the slightest, so I assume antiseptic. The other 3 properties should be self-explanatory from the story, on how I came to conclude those. Don't ask me why his Jedi mind trick didn't work, because I have no fucking clue. I can't even begin to guess the method in which works in the first place, much less how to counter it. Maybe he fucked up. Alright guys, happy 420. Let's keep it comfy.